The 4-year-old. Because you're going to go to jail. Wow.
Turn around.
For battery.
Turn around.
Violence.
Put your hands behind your back.
Is that handcuffs? Listen, largest fully accredited church.
Body cam footage of Gervonta Davis's arrest has surfaced online. Reports claim he was taken into custody for allegedly assaulting Errol Spence at a promotional event. The video shows Davis being arrested at his home in Florida.
He don't like no, we get in the track.
Shut your ass up. You talk way too much, bro. You talk way too much.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I can back it up. I told you.
Well, you back it up with who? Who you back it up with?
What's your fighter? It could be either one. It don't matter to me. I'm happy.
Yeah, you hear it, but you don't fight nobody, bro.
Okay.
You don't fight nobody.
You here for a check, brother.
What you fight for?
You here for a check. You here for
You here for a check.
Gervonta Davis and Errol Spence Jr. have both made a name for themselves in the boxing world, though their paths have been quite different. Davis, known for his explosive power and lightning-fast speed, has dominated the lightweight division. He holds multiple world titles across various weight classes and is widely respected for his aggressive fighting style.
Him getting his hand raised, I mean, I feel like he's the most skilled, talented fighter that take every fight. Like, it's one of those he can't take those early rounds off and feel like he's gonna come in the 7, 8 round and hope for a knockout. I feel like Frank gonna dominate him first through 12th round and win a fight. I mean, Tank gonna put up a fight. You know, he's a great fighter, but I feel like Frank definitely gonna take it. I feel like he's the best fighter he's fought. He gonna see the speed, he gonna see the strength, he gonna see the power.
Errol Spence Jr., on the other hand, is a welterweight champion known for his technical skills, power, and toughness. He has held the IBF and WBC welterweight titles and is respected for his relentless pressure and ability to break down opponents over time.
You know, with Tank and Frank going head to head, what have you had any words of advice with Frank, you know, on things to watch out for, especially come fight night?
I suggest that, like, Tank, he's never fought anybody as skilled and talented as Frank Martin.
While both fighters have showcased their skills in the ring, their rivalry outside of it has also captured fans' attention.
The most avoided fighter in the world today, the one guy that no one wants to fight. Can you name one? Errol. Why don't people want to fight him?
Listen, Errol, a lot of people say Errol hits so hard. I be wanting to spar Errol. Like, me and him be like in the...
You won, even though he weighs 175
like,
and you fight at 130.
Yeah, like once he's down at
147 you'll spar?
Like 150 or something like that, then we can spar. But we actually be in the text like talking like we want to fight.
You just want to see how hard he is. Coach,
yeah.
He wants to spar Errol Spence just to see how hard Errol Spence...
Crazy, but I'm gonna let him do it.
You're gonna let him do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna let him do it.
Now, if he hit me, I'm like, oh shit, like, I'm like, nah.
I'm gonna let him do
but
it.
I really want, like, we really talk about like sparring and stuff.
He
like
always
that.
mess with that.
This has fueled speculation about a possible showdown between the two. However, Gervonta Davis has made headlines not just for his boxing success, but also for his controversies outside the ring. Over the years, he has faced multiple legal issues, often involving aggressive behavior. One widely known incident took place in February 2020 at a charity basketball game in Miami, where Davis was caught on camera forcefully grabbing the mother of his child by her hair and pulling her out of the venue.
Was the one that was violent with him and was abusing him. In accordance to court documents, as stated by ESPN, the police mentioned that Davis actually and intentionally touched and striked Poso with a closed hand type of slap, which caused Poso to suffer an abrasion on the upper side of her lip. Now, Tank denied the accusation immediately once this all came out and said, "I never put my hands on my child, mother, nor my daughter. Are you effing crazy?"
Additionally, Davis has had several run-ins with the law, including allegations of physical altercations. His repeated incidents, especially those involving women, have drawn heavy criticism. While he has often downplayed these controversies, they have damaged his public image, raising concerns about his anger management and accountability. Meanwhile, the tension between Gervonta Davis and Errol Spence Jr. has continued to build over time, keeping fans eager to see if their rivalry will eventually lead to a showdown in the ring.
I still gotta build on this thing. Like, I'm thinking of where I came from and things like that. But in the sport, I feel as though like they're gonna say that anyway because I'm not done yet. So I just gotta keep winning and winning and winning until my career over.
So, but what do you mean that you're already a legend? Like, explain that part.
Cause I didn't beat, like, you know what I mean? And not, I wouldn't say I didn't beat because I'm still like trying to prevail and things like that. But I feel as though like I beat like the circumstance I was in, like my background and things like that. And I'm trying to like better myself as I'm going on and on. You know what I mean? I got kids now and things like that. So I feel as though like I feel as though I'm already a legend. I ain't gonna tell y'all what he told me on the phone though. I ain't gonna tell y'all that. I ain't gonna. That I'm gonna kick Frank ass and you on the head for the money. Yeah. I got the picture.
Where's it?
I got the record. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. That go out fresh here. I ain't gonna do that. Look.
How do you feel about Ryan Garcia picking you and knocking off?
Huh?
Ryan Garcia picked you and knocked out Frank.
Yeah, but he said I don't got power.
Right. He knows.
Right. Oh, shit. He is. We probably fight again, right?
The rivalry between Gervonta Davis and Errol Spence Jr. seems to come from their competitive drive and shared goal of being recognized as the best pound-for-pound fighter.
This fool beating up his baby mama it's not looking good.
I think that's that little man syndrome, bro. When be under like 5'8", they just be angry as fuck. Like they like, I swear to God, bro, Napoleon syndrome, bro. Little men, they do the most because they're short. I'm not even finna do the most because I know I might hurt you. But a little he gonna tip you up.
Yeah, but he's not a normal little person.
That don't mean shit. But that's you gotta realize why he probably went to even go get them hands.
To compensate.
He's 5'3".
Is he 5'3"? How tall is Gervonta Davis?
I might be exaggerating, but he's little as shit. So you go to the gym and get the ultimate squabble, and now anybody say anything, you gonna punch the.
Well, you know the thing is with boxers too, a lot of them have brain damage. What's that? CTE?
That's facts.
So like they have a very short fuse.
CTE will completely fuck your whole brain up.
Has Mayweather or Canelo ever beat up their bitch or hit at them in any type of way?
Mayweather wouldn't have CTE. He never gets punched.
Well, he for sure. He definitely got his
He for sure has it.
But not like the average fighter, yes.
So he never gets punched. That's like his thing. Nigga,
but like
being untouchable.
Gervonta Davis either. He's damn near undefeated.
Not Floyd though. Undefeated in boxing in 2022 ain't shit.
But do you ever know?
Both fighters have taken subtle jabs at each other in interviews and on social media, fueling speculation about a potential showdown in the future.
This is what I think about resumes, and especially when it comes to these two fighters specifically, because they got a lot of the common opponents.
Yes.
But the day that they fought these opponents is what's uncommon. And so you can pick who you want to pick, and I fought him, and he had I broke both eyes, and then you fought all this and that. Bottom line is, a lot of fighters aren't who they are on Tuesday. They're not that same fighter on Saturday.
You are absolutely
That's the bottom line. So what I'm saying is, exactly, who I was against Crawford was not who I was against Spence. Ain't taking nothing from Crawford, and ain't taking nothing from Spence whatsoever. But for me, my situation was all internal.
Okay.
That was that I took to the ring, that I just, and when I had that moment, we seen the towel come in because that was the moment that was expected for the sake of words, whatever the case may be.
Even though they compete in different weight classes, fans are eager to see them face off, whether in or out of the ring. Their ongoing verbal exchanges have kept the boxing world buzzing, adding even more excitement to their heated rivalry.
Gervonta Davis was arrested for domestic violence. Cops say Gervonta Davis roughed up a woman in Florida on a Tuesday afternoon, slapping her with a closed hand and leaving her with an abrasion on the inside of her upper lip. Davis was arrested about an hour after the alleged incident and booked on a domestic violence battery charge. Jail records show he's still in police custody. Davis is scheduled to fight Hector Luis Garcia in a much anticipated boxing match on January 7th in Washington, D.C.
Well, that's not happening. I mean, it's not gonna happen, bro.
He's not gonna
that
fight.
probably.
Errol Spence Jr. has taken on the role of mentor to rising lightweight prospect Frank Martin. Martin, who is quickly gaining attention in the boxing world, has greatly benefited from Spence's guidance. As a mentor, Spence provides him with technical skills, discipline, and training expertise, the same qualities that have made Spence one of the sport's top fighters.
He's in a good spot right now. It's a fun time to be a fan.
I like to watch Tank fight, too. I can't wait for his next fight. I think it's in April.
Well, that's the Ryan Davis fight, right?
Yeah.
Ryan Garcia fight, rather.
I can't,
That's a crazy fight.
Yeah.
That's an interesting fight. Tank is a monster.
Yeah.
He's so different than anybody else because he doesn't throw a lot of punches.
No.
He like measures you until he finds out where you're open, and then once he finds out where you're open, you're fucked. He just starts launching missiles your way.
Yeah, I enjoyed his last fight too. I thought that was gonna be a close one, but
it was close for a little bit because Tank fights like that, like because he leaves. You know, he doesn't throw a lot of punches. He throws like the least amount of punches like in the early rounds of any of the champions. But then once he figures you out, once he sizes you up, once he finds out where your holes are and gets that timing in, it's like he's got a boxing computer in his brain. Okay, we got all the data. Now this dude's starting to slow down. Let's start putting it.
Spence's mentorship of Martin has added another layer to his tension with Gervonta Davis, especially as Martin rises through the lightweight ranks. With Martin getting closer to becoming a serious contender in a division where Davis currently dominates, the rivalry between Spence and Davis continues to intensify.
Say Errol Spence is like terrible and he's not he's one of the best welterweights, not top 10, but top 25 welterweights all time. It's crazy.
Tensions between Gervonta Davis and Errol Spence Jr. escalated even more when Spence criticized Davis's boxing skills during a pre-fight meeting ahead of Davis's bout with Frank Martin a few months ago.
The wise people picked you as a favorite, you know, just based on your accomplishments. It's not like Errol Spence wasn't a great fighter. He's a great fighter, but it's so interesting when you watch a great fighter against what I believe is an all-time great. It's just that there's just levels upon levels upon levels upon levels. And right now, you're at the top of the mountain.
Yes. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it.
Beautiful. You deserve it. You deserve it. You knew that you were probably going to fight him, like, for the last few years. It was something that was on the table.
But not really. There was a point in time where I was like, you know, I shifted gears and I shifted my mind off of Errol Spence because I didn't feel like the fight was going to happen.
Spence's comments were seen as a direct challenge to Davis's dominance in the lightweight division, and Davis didn't take them lightly. The remarks further fueled their growing rivalry, leading to more verbal exchanges between the two fighters while their fan bases passionately defended their respective champions.
Are you willing to do this rematch back at welterweight?
It's something I got to talk to my management about, but hopefully it's at 154.
How was this particular weight cut? Was it a very difficult one, or did you feel at ease with the weight cut?
I mean, it's always difficult, but, you know, like I said, I don't make any excuses.
Gervonta Davis quickly fired back at Errol Spence's criticism, responding through interviews and social media. He confidently asserted that he was the better fighter and accused Spence of overstepping his boundaries. Adding to the drama, Terrence "Bud" Crawford also weighed in on the situation, further stirring the pot.
One thing I can say about Tank is he's smart. He can box.
Yes.
And he explosive. I see that being Shakur's toughest fight because of the power.
The boxing world was buzzing with speculation about whether Davis would settle the dispute in the ring or continue defending his reputation through words. Fans eagerly awaited his next move, wondering if this heated rivalry would eventually lead to a fight.
How you feel about that fight? Is it even possible at a catch weight?
No, ain't no catch weight. You come up to 47.
You're not even entertaining the catch weight.
No, I'm not.
He's a champ though too, undefeated.
And what champ? Come on, man, tell me what belt. You know boxing. You forgot Devin Haney is undisputed. Devin Haney got all the belts. He the champ. Nobody else the champ. I'm gonna come up here where the big boys at.
All right,
I'll welcome him.
Gervonta Davis speaking about you. Is that ever a possible fight?
Yeah, if he want to dare to be great, he can be like all the other fighters that moving up 2 weight classes and, you know, daring to be great.
You would fight him.
Man, tell him to come up there.
He got to come to win 54.
He said I got a glass chin.
So tell him to come and touch it.
Wow. Man. Gervonta said you got a glass.
He said I got a glass chin. Tell him to come and touch it.
At 147?
At 147. I'll make 147 for him.
Ooh, see, oh man.
You're gonna have a pre-camp.
Then what the people gonna say? Oh, he's beating up on little guys.
Davis suggested that Spence might be jealous of his success and advised him to focus on his own career instead of interfering in the lightweight division. Their back and forth only intensified the tension, fueling even more speculation about a possible fight or an ongoing rivalry between the two.
He don't like no, we get in the track.
Nigga, shut your ass up. Way too much, bro.
Yeah. I told you I can back it up. I told you.
You back it up with who? Who you back it up with?
What's your fighter? It could be either one. It don't matter to me. I'm here.
Yeah, you here, but you don't fight nobody, bro.
Okay.
You don't fight nobody.
You here for a check, brother.
You here for a check.
I thought that was gonna be a close one, but
it was close for a little bit because Tank fights like that, like because he leaves. You know, he doesn't throw a lot of punches. He throws like the least amount of punches like in the early rounds of any of the champions. But then once he figures you out, once he sizes you up, once he finds out where your holes are and gets that timing in, it's like he's got a boxing computer in his brain. Okay, we got all the data. Now this dude's starting to slow down.
As the feud between Gervonta Davis and Errol Spence escalated, the boxing community became divided. Many fans and analysts threw their support behind Spence, further adding to the heated debate about who truly reigns supreme.
Your marquee big money fight.
Tank. Me and Tank is the biggest fight in the world when it happens. I've been saying it. I'm going to keep saying it. No matter if he want to go up there and act like he don't know my name or don't want to say my name or give me that type of exposure, I don't care. I'm going to say the truth. The truth is the truth. Me and Tank is the biggest fight in the world when it happens.
Spence, known for his disciplined and composed demeanor, gained widespread support, especially after pointing out Davis's weaknesses. Many saw him as the more level-headed fighter, further fueling the debate between their supporters.
And the thing that I really appreciate about Tank is he's a dog. That kind of what he just said, you can put them earmuffs up and go at it. He kind of will assess you as well, and whatever he needs to do, he'll do it, you know. So.
Frustrated by Spence's repeated criticisms, Davis lashed out during an interview, making a bold and controversial statement. He claimed that no one in the boxing world actually wanted to fight Spence, implying that Spence's reputation was exaggerated and that fighters weren't intimidated by him.
Who do you think told me that they paid? So I know how much money it takes to betray Ryan Garcia. I know a little glimpse. It probably could be less for some people.
So someone on the outside leaked that your ribs...
My rib got separated because I was losing so much weight. And this dude does a video, right? The one that did this to me and goes, Ryan, are you okay? Like, it was a random ass video. Ryan, are you okay? It became like a meme almost. Like, I'm sorry I hurt your rib. I caused you to lose Gervonta. I was like, what is he talking about? Because he made it seem like he really did it like that. And then I've been beating his ass the whole training camp. I'm cutting weight. I'm dying, literally dying. Like, I'm talking about like there's health issues.
Throughout their public feud, Errol Spence has been outspoken in his criticism of Gervonta Davis. He has questioned Davis's dedication, focus, and even his character. In interviews, Spence has suggested that Davis cares more about his public image and social media presence than truly sharpening his skills in the ring.
You was just broke beating up people. Pretty much. So, are you going back to pay the people that you beat up because they actually a part of your career before you start making money? Because if you whipped my ass when I was in elementary, I definitely would want some of that money. You got so much money?
Nah, I just don't know like everybody. I know a few of them, but not everybody. Maybe the few I know, I should.
Spence's criticism has struck a chord with many boxing fans, who see him as the more disciplined and dedicated fighter compared to Davis.
Watching them get interviewed, or even MMA fighters, you know, like the Diaz brothers and stuff. There's so many different examples of fools that you could tell they're not stupid.
That's facts.
But they seem like they're just a little bit off.
You lose your track of thought really fast. It's hard to concentrate. It's hard to put thoughts together. You'll forget all kind of shit. Like, it really your head.
I love this like doctor analytics and like observing it in a sense where like
let's blame it on the fact that he's been socked a couple times in his head. But
that was lush.
Yeah,
I'm not blaming it on it.
But that's like saying, let's just like OG Sula is a perfect example that if a bully goes, you're perfectly okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. So let's not point out the fact that he beat his bitch because she probably did some wild shit, or he probably was just mad, or it was the CTE.
Also, not act like we haven't seen him be aggressive with a woman in public before, because there's a video of him dragging.
That's what I'm saying.
There's a video of him dragging her out of a basketball game.
This is facts.
That came out probably like 2 or 3 years ago.
Was it a basketball game?
It was
or
like a
boxing
kids
match?
game. It was like something. It wasn't
That
like.
was in the crowd, and he was definitely snatching her out the crowd for sure.
Fuck, who was the football player that kicked the girl in the by the elevator? Was that Tyreek Hill?
Nigga, that was like famous. Or
No.
That was young boy. That was
Hill?
famous dead. Running back.
It just happened.
I think Tyreek Hill, right?
Or not, it just happened, but the video just surfaced, I think. Yes.
Yeah, Ray Rice.
Yeah.
No, there was one that recently happened, the Jaguar. That's Tyreek Hill.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out some of our other videos on the screen.